What's going on, guys? It's your boy James, the Forex Prince, back at it again over here at Beastly Trader. And look, listen, man, are you tired of blowing accounts? Are you not profitable yet in these markets? Then make sure you stay tuned for this video because I'm going to be showing you an excellent top-down analysis video with a little bit of psychology added into it just to help build your confidence so you can crush this upcoming week with my forecast. All right, so like I said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video. Make sure you check the description for all the links because I will be giving away these indicators for free to my loyal subscribers. So let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so if you can look at my chart, we are on gold, the 4-hour, and we are simply just here to observe what is going on. Alright, so first off, let's start with what happened on Sunday. Friday, you can see at 5 a.m. we got a buy signal on gold. We also got a cross down here, green above red. Let me zoom my chart out just a little bit so you can see the line. All right, so yeah, so we got a cross, green above red, right here at the bottom band. We also got a green momentum line. This is the MACD line here. And we got us a nice bullish push as soon as it came out of the bands and went back in because it resisted from hitting this level here. About the 4,020 level, it resisted hitting this level before going up to hit our trend line, which is the orange line. And as you can see right now, it is coming back to this blue line to test resistance. Price shot all the way up and it couldn't go all the way up. All right, so what we're looking to see right now is, being that we are in a current 4-hour candle with the last minute here, I want to show you how we would have gone ahead and traded this. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so I am going to place some horizontal lines just at the top of this candle here. We're going to mark that. We're going to change that color to red, and then we're going to get us another horizontal line, and we're going to mark the bottom of this candle. All right, so now we're going to change that color to green because this is what we're going to do. All right, now I do want to lower these lines just a little bit. I want to make them smaller so we can see. Maybe that's a bit too small. Let's go ahead and make that line that let's change it to the dots. Let's go ahead and drop that down, change that to. All right, so let me tell you this little strategy, right? So we banked on the last 4-hour candle. We marked our support, our resistance at the top of the Sunday open at 5 p.m. All right, we opened down here. So we marked our support here, we marked our resistance here. The goal was to see what the next candle did. All right, so if you can see, the next candle, it broke above this resistance and it came back in. All right, so now I am going to bank on the fact that price wants to come back down at least to the orange line before giving us a little bit of resistance, before trying to come back down here to this support line here. Now if we came up to the dashboard, I'll show you how to turn this off. The daily bias is bear. So since the daily bias is bear, there is a system probability that this trade is going to continue playing out. And I'm not talking about this buying signal trade here. I'm talking about the selling of the overall market. All right, you can see, let me zoom. All right, price is in a downtrend. If we came to the daily and we looked at it, you can see that we marked up the current candle. All right, so price is in a selling trend. We are under the orange line up here. Let me show you. We are under the orange line. We are retesting the resistance line of the Bollinger Band. We got a nice clean break up above it. All right, and if we look down here, we got a green under the red. All right, down here it's gray, letting us know that a cross is active. So we are in a selling position. All right, so with that being said, let's drop down to our entry or trade time frame, and you can clearly see exactly what I said. Price came up to this red line here, which would be my supply and demand, my demand line. And then you see right here, we mark this as the high of the candle. Although it broke out, these candles, they get smaller, don't they? They get smaller and smaller before we got this nice looking little doji here. And then we got the signal. All right, we could have entered on the doji. We could have entered in these wicks. We could have entered at the top of this candle, which would have got us in exactly at the time of the signal. And you can see that we are going down. All right, if you also come down here and look at the bottom chart, we got a green under red with a red cloud under. And if you come look at the bottom, we also got us a nice red line starting to let us know that price is selling. So if I had to make a forecast of all of this, right, I'm thinking that price is going to come back down into the 4,070-ish level, right? Or if not, enter this little area of resistance. We are banking that price will come back down here to retouch to give us a buy. If not here, let's draw us an imaginary trend line. So maybe, yeah, about right here is where we're looking for a bounce. All right, so price already came down. We might get a buy off of this area here, but we're still kind of too high in the time frame to try to look at the market for entering right now. All right, and if you can see, price has came down to this support line or for my indicators, and you can clearly see that it is resisting to go down there and touch it anymore. We got a little bit more room. We missed it. We got 10 seconds. Let's see what the next candle give us while we're down here. You can see that price has just been selling. You can also see that the trend is bear. There's a lot of power here. The cross is stable. Look at that, right? We just got us a nice little buying signal, all right? We got us a nice little signal here. We got us a nice little cross green above red. Cross is active, and the daily bias, to my general knowledge, is bullish. So what I would do at this current moment is place a small trade. 5, that'll work. Blam. We hit that, and we let this rock out. All right. So like I said, I'm not doing or going to hold this position too long. I just want to gauge the market. All right. I want to see exactly how much momentum is there. This signal isn't solidified. As you see, it vanished. This signal is not going to solidify until that candle closes. All right, so we did get in way too early. I did get in at a bad spot. I like to enter my position when price is outside of the bands, but being that we are rejecting this orange line here, so that usually means if price is above the orange line, we only take buying trades serious. If price is below the orange line, we only take selling trades serious. Coming up here to the dashboard, the 30-minute is bullish, the 15-minute is bearish. Again, we got another 30-minute bias. That should have been 5-minute here, or yeah, that should have been 5-minute. I don't know why it says 30 now, but I'll fix that for everybody. And then you see we are kind of all over the place. My super trend is bearish. All right. The Wyckoff period is in accumulation phase. The Elliott's wave, we are in a corrective position. All right. The TDI volume, it's fading. And the TDI risk says normal risk, right? It'll tell you double or something like that to let you know. We are looking at the profile. We are on the 5-minute execution. And the TGI regimen right now says that it is neutral. All right. We are going to actually try to hold. We are above the ORB levels, and the session FVG is active. All right. So with that all being said, like I said, I'm just sitting here. I'm going to sit here and hold this trade out a little bit just so you can try to gauge what's going on in the market. But remind yourself what I did, right? Keep in mind that right here where this blue line meets these red dots, that is resistance. All right. So price is going to end up at this level before tanking back down. Right now, it's not a lot of momentum. You can see that my trade isn't jumping all over the place. We're not jumping in and out of profits. We're constantly in this drawdown. All right. And there's nothing wrong with the drawdown because what is $8 when you have a prop account of 50K and you're not supposed to lose 2K any day? So that's the goal. Like I said, I just put this trade in just to gauge the market, just to see what's going on. You can see on the 5-minute, we are at a core level. And if I choose to hold this level, we can definitely make some money. So I'm just going to sit here and let it rock out. I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back when the trade is in a little bit of profit, just to show you some confluence of everything, because everything I see right now is lining up for buying pressure. So let's just wait it out and come right back. So I'm coming right back. I wanted to point in real quick something that you can do to help you not sit here and stare at these markets is you can come down, you can hit the 3 dots, you can hit alerts, right? And hit create alert. And we want to create an alert based off of the Bollinger Band indicator, which is called the Eye of Oracle. And we want to change that to buy. So when we get the next buy signal, it would come to my phone and it would say buy gold at this price, your TP and stop losses at this price. This is what you do. And then you would hit create. You would do the same thing for the TDI indicator, which is called the Eye of Fate. And you would set that to buy. All right. So basically that trade happens when green crosses above red and not under it. All right. So you would just set create and then boom, you would wait. You would wait for your signal to play out in itself. And like I said, we got some momentum down here. All right. And you can see we slowly but shortly coming into profit. And we are green above red. We still got a gray area. Power is fading. We're waiting to see if it can change. If not, we're just going to hold. But as you see, we're slowly coming into profit. This is what happens when you trade on the off hours. Right now, I believe we are trading the Australian session. No, we're trading the Asian session right now. So I'm just going to sit here and see if maybe we can touch $5. Let's see. I'll be back when we are. All right, while I got you here waiting while we wait to profit in that trade a little bit more, I wanted to let you know that down in my description, there will be a pre-flight manual there for the beginners and the people that need refreshers. This trading manual is basically just real simple, just to teach you the language of how to trade and what to do and what to be looking for. Like I said, if you want access to this trading manual, you make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and then check the links in the description so you can get access to this stuff, because I'm covering a lot of basic stuff and I'm giving it to you absolutely free. So like I said, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you check that description for all of those little links down there, because without it you won't get this manual and the indicators for completely free. All right, so all right, let's go check on our trade. All right, so we are back at the charts and you can see that that trade is clearly taking off. I can't tell you how much longer it would hold. I do have my stop loss and my take profit set to almost a 1-to-2 ratio for the risk management. But again, like I said, it's just that simple. You use your top-down analysis, you come down, you drop down in time frames, and you wait for your respective trades. It's just that simple, guys. So again, if you're interested in getting these indicators, if you're interested in also in getting my pre-flight trading manual, which is, you know, for beginners, but if you're interested in getting a refresher, definitely like, share, and subscribe, and check the links in the description, because I'm going to give it to you for completely free. All right, that's all I ask you guys to do, is pass the knowledge to somebody else so we can all learn to become profitable. So thank you. I don't want to hold you any more longer. You see that the trade is in profit. If make you felt any better, I will close the trade. But a lot of times we're supposed to let our risk management stick for itself. So I'll give you guys an update to those that are in the Discord group. You can also join that link that's down in the description as well. So like I said, man, let's all make money together. Let's all become profitable. And you guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay well. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.